Always exciting when you get a new rod tube. Your front steps are next to your garage. So, but the biggest problem is I got 3 new rods and I got to get some new reels now. This is my very first order shipment from Dobyns since they became part of GSM. So let's crack it open, see how they packed it, and see what's inside. Some of the new offerings from the Classic, and I just had to check out some of the new rods. Got the cap stapled in the end. Typically like to just get a hold of it with a pliers and just pop the cap out. Looks to be a decent amount of wrapping and protection on the rods. Let's see. Seems like a pretty decent tube. Got 3 rods in here. Kind of all looks pretty good, wrapped, bundled together, alternated, much like I'm familiar with. So pack job looks pretty good. Let's get in the garage, lay these out and see what we got. Get my Arsenal scissors here. Start cutting our way through the tape and release the rods. Plenty of packing for this order. There is all the extra wraps that we cut off. So now we got the 3 rods to take a look at here. Just gotta slide these out of the bags, but we got a couple spinning rods and a bait caster. Let's open them up and see what we got. Let's see what we got. Starting out here, I got the Caden 610-1 SF. So this is a new spinning rod. These are all 3 rods that were released at the Classic. This is a 610 1 power. So shorter rod, 1 power, really targeting the new finesse things, the minnow shaking, things of that nature is really what this rod is targeted at. We're definitely going to do a deeper dive here in a little bit, but nice light tip. You can see that here. Allows you to really, with little effort, shake that rod and keep a bait moving. You know, get a cadence, get a bait moving and keep a cadence without a lot of effort on those lighter jigs, smaller minnows, hair jigs, flies, little tiny swim baits, things like that. After talking with Jake Lawrence, seeing what he's done well with minnows, front-facing sonar and things like that, he's really gone to those lighter rods. And now, after seeing what he's done and then listen to what he said about keeping the cadence and effort, I'm excited to try out some of these 1 power rods and see how that goes. So the 610 is rated 4 to 10 pound line, 1/8 ounce to 3/8 ounce, light, fast action for darter heads, drop shot rigs, split shot rig. So even though it is a light rod, it does have enough backbone once you get into it. So I'm excited to try this out. I've definitely seen Jake Lawrence catch some old bigs on 0 and 1 power rods from Dobyns. So I'm excited to check this out. Coming in at $180, very light, well-balanced rod. I assume it's gonna have a great sensitivity like other Cadens I have. I got a lot of 2 power Caden rods. So I'm excited to try this out, 1 power, and how that stacks up for some of these new finesse applications and shaken minnows. Along that same lines, we've got the Ecstasy 610-1 SF. So I can already feel, even though it is basically the same length and action rod, this one is much, much lighter. Even though they're both split handle, both 610, we'll get weights on them here eventually, but this one definitely feels lighter in hand. Still got a pretty light tip. I would say a little crisper though. Like, it doesn't feel, I mean, it's a light tip, but it doesn't feel as soft, or I don't want to say flimsy the right word, but like spongy. Like, it definitely will have a lighter tip, but it feels crisper. So that's interesting. Can't wait to get on the water and actually do some side by side to give you some details here. But you get all the beautiful stylings and beauty of the Ecstasy with the serialized number. This is 1013 in the Xtasy 610 lineup. And the Ecstasy is also 4 to 10 pound line, 8 to 3/8 ounce weights, light, fast action. So pretty much the same specs as the Caden. So definitely a little bougier. We'll get out probably a separate video comparing these two rods head to head when it comes to minnow shaking and some of those applications. But definitely feel like there's enough in the back end to handle a good bass. And if minnows are not your thing, we got one more rod. You know, at heart, I like the big sticks, the big line flipping. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with this yet, but this is the Dobyns Xtasy 756. I have the 755. I've had it for a while. It's the only Xtasy I've had up until today. But this is 7'5", 6 power. So the big dog, the specs, like I said, 7'5", 6 power, 14 to 25 pound line, 1/2 ounce to 1 3/4 ounces, ultra mag heavy fast action. Definitely will do some comparisons to my 755. But like most Dobyns rods, it's got a little tip on the end, so you don't really have to worry about castability and things like that for light baits. And also, even on a heavy stick like this, I feel like it's got the right amount of bend in it that you can keep fish pinned. So whether I want to use this as a punch rod or a heavy dragon rod, I'm not exactly sure yet, but we'll definitely do some head-to-head with the 755. But the biggest problem is I got 3 new rods, and I got to get some new reels now. So probably going to be hitting up Omnia Fishing and exploring. I got a zillion on my other Ecstasy. I'd love to hear what you guys think. What reel should go on the 756? And what reel would you recommend for the 610 Ecstasy? I mean, you can't exactly throw an SLX or a Fuego on one of these Ecstasy rods. Love to hear what you guys think and what you want to see for comparisons. Super excited. It's been a minute since I've ordered some new rods, and we went from 1 to 3 Ecstasies. And also, I've caught a ton of rods on my Caden 712s and some of those rods. I'm excited to see how this 6110-1 stacks up. If you're a Dobyns junkie like me and you want to see my full rod setup of all my combos that I've got, check out this playlist on the screen right here next.